In 1984, Ron met and became friends with Colonel Jim Irwin, the former astronaut. Colonel Irwin was searching for Noah's Ark on Mount Ararat, but he was very gracious and was interested in seeing the boat-shaped site. Ron had brought a metal detector to the site to see if there was a pattern of metal readings. In the presence of Colonel Irwin and others on his team, Ron employed the detectors. He found distinct metal lines down the entire length of the object, while no metal readings were obtained just outside of it. Ron asked Colonel Irwin, who had impressive scientific community connections, if he could have the strange specimen tested. Colonel Irwin sent the specimen to Los Alamos National Labs, where geophysicist Johna Baumgardnera performed the analysis. The results of that analysis captured Dr. Baumgardnera's interest. The specimen contained manganese, also titanium and aluminum, among others, and these were not in the form found in nature. Due to the sophistication of the metals, he questioned whether a missile had crashed on the mountainside and Ron had found the remains. The exciting evidences of the metal lines and the analysis of the specimens brought two new researchers into the work, Dr. Baumgardnera and David Fassel, the marine salvage expert who knew all about ships and their construction. They both joined the team.
Oh, look at that. Oh, well, wait a minute. Wait a minute, let me get a close-up of that. Kind of,
You want my hand in there for?
Yeah, just to point at those little flakes of iron that are coming out, like right there. There and there.
Huh.
That's a strong reading. Well,
I'd say those frames right there.
Okay. Keep walking. Do you want a measuring tape to measure these things, how far apart they are?
John, as a scientist, might I take the liberty here to ask you, do you really honestly believe that you have been on the remains of Noah's Ark?
I have no doubt in my mind. This has to be a man-made structure. It's full of metal. The metal has a regular pattern to it, and the size of the thing and the shape of the thing is such that it's almost certainly a large boat.
Dr. Baumgardnera and Ron scanned the entire site with 3 different types of metal detectors. Placing rocks at each metal reading, they then attached tapes to show the lines. This exciting evidence also attracted the interest of ABC's 2020.
I need to tell you, of course, that you do have some critics. We had a story last Friday, and also a scientist at Los Alamos National Laboratory in New Mexico who analyzed the artifact says that there's no way that they are pieces of the Ark. And one of the critics in a report that we had on Friday says that he doesn't think that it's anything more than a rock formation and that perhaps you've been watching too many Indiana Jones movies.
Well, I do like Indiana Jones movies. Now, the gentleman, since you didn't mention his name, I will just say that perhaps he didn't want his name mentioned. But we have, shall we say, hours of footage of this individual saying this is indeed Noah's Ark. Now, I have a little problem with somebody that says, yes, there's even intervaled metal readings on there. He actually himself found a right-angled iron bracket, and we have him on video identifying this as a right-angled iron bracket. And he took it to Los Alamos National Laboratories and had it analyzed. and we have the results of that. It was 91% pure ferric oxide. So
all right.
I don't have any problem with critics. Everybody's entitled to an opinion, but I hate to see them doing a 180.